Well, it's been a few weeks since I last made a blog. I know that it's been a bit quiet on the channel, and I've noticed a number of you comments recently about that. So I thought I'd do a quick update just to let you guys know what I've been doing in the meantime. I've been a bit unwell recently, very unwell in fact, so I've not actually made a video for about 3 weeks of any kind. I've just been trying to commentate them where possible and not be on camera and use up some of the old videos that I've had in production. Now, you've seen some of the WRC developer tour stuff, which has been great, and you've seen obviously the Vita stuff. I would like to show all the different stages. I think it's fair that when a developer sends us a game that we show that game, and to be honest, I think it's been nice. I mean, Milestone have been by far the most supportive developer. I do get lots of people saying to me, could you do the same for other games? And we'd love to, but generally speaking we just don't get the support from the racing companies. I think that's been something over the last few months that's been quite a blow, really. I had about 100 videos ready to go up from different times of the year, and every time I was going to make them, or sometimes I did, they didn't get approval, so I couldn't show them to you guys, or because every video I produce I have to make sure that it's approved, that it's cleared, that I have access and the right footage and everything looks as it should, especially with early versions, because you're not allowed to put out necessarily a video that shows a game, with cars flying in the air or whatever. You need to make sure that it's all sort of working properly, especially with early builds. And so it's been a year of sort of restriction and stuff like that, and sometimes it's been very disappointing over the past few months, so I've had to reset what I'm doing and replan for 2013. Now there's been a number of ideas I've been working on. You'll see some movement behind me where I'm moving things about and rearranging my room, and if we just take the camera now, you'll see my screen. That was for a projector project that I've been working on. Unfortunately, the projectors, we try and straighten you guys out. Come on, straighten. There we go. Unfortunately, the projector project has not worked out as I would like. I've been testing that, and it gives me I get the rainbow effect and motion sickness from it, which is a bit of a blow, isn't it? It has to be said. I mean, I was really looking forward to that. It's the Remco Hitman style things. But I want to thank Remco Hitman for his input, and Mr. Lati from the GT Planet forum as well, for all your input on the projector stuff recently. Just a great shame that that project that I've worked so hard on over the last few months has not come to fruition as well. And that's just one of many, many projects for you. So unfortunately, in recent times, hasn't always worked out. Now, one of the things that gets said to me is to see so many different videos on different games. I am looking for people who can help. The workload is more than I can manage, but it's very difficult. People often, they say, are you going to pay me? And you say, well, no, this is YouTube. Nobody makes any money on YouTube. We cover we cover what we have and the equipment, but actually it costs more for the equipment than it actually makes. So you have to really work on what you can afford and what you can do. So I think that really it's just a case of finding people who are passionate about racing and what they want to do, and likewise, it's finding people who can either drive, edit, perform on the camera. That's very different things there, and of course that's why I generally look for an older person who can go to racetracks, who can go to events unsupervised and know what they need to actually show that footage. And it's very hard finding that, and I've spoken to a lot of guys, even the guys that Inside Sim Racing, there's 2 of them, and that really helps. If there was 2 of me, I could probably duplicate myself again, like the New Year video last year. It would be very helpful, and it would help just during those patches. When I'm working on one project, Alan too could be working on another project. But either way, that's why it's helpful when I have videos from people like Ross. But we had about 6 people lined up this year, and they all fell through. They all said, yes, we're going to do it. And then they fell through at the last minute, and they didn't just fall through, they just didn't respond anymore. They just go quiet, and you think, yet again, somebody has let me down, but never mind, I'll come back. And I think for me 2013 is about planning what I'm going to be doing next year and how I'm going to do it. And I think what some viewers said to me, there's not as much news on the channel now as there used to be, and that's a good point there, because I think what it is, when I started the channel, it was just video content to support my writing on the VV Gamer site at that time. Then it became popular, and then people said, you've got access to new releases, we want to see the new releases. So then this year I've been working on new releases. Now what's happened is this year is the games companies have said, we don't want to give you the new releases anymore. So you think I'm a new release channel with no new releases, and saying that, I'm sometimes playing games I'm not all that interested in anyway, which is, you know, that's never going to work. The good news is I have a PC on the way now, so that means in the next few weeks I'll be on Project Cars and R Factor and all these games and testing them out. And I think what you're going to see is a bit of a regression in my news as I move much sort of further back to the generic sort of racing stuff that I like to do. I want to sit in a Formula 2 car on R Factor and do 50 laps. You know, that's what I want to do. Formula 1, I'm going to make a separate blog on Formula 1 and the ups and downs of Formula 1 this year and why my blog stopped and everything else. And that will be coming up in the next few weeks, no doubt. It was supposed to be coming up now, but obviously with ups and downs and health, I've not been able to do it. But I wanted to give you guys this update. I've also been looking at Assetto Corsa with some interest. You know, I see the new videos, I see where it's being used in a simulator. I saw the Abarth shots released this week. I saw the remodeled grass as well, looking nice. I've been following the updates on R Factor 2. I've been following all the updates on the Project Cars forum. I read the Project Cars forum probably every day. I look at all the new screenshots, the modified screenshots, the console screenshots, the new videos every single day. I've probably watched every single Project Cars video in all 400 odd pages of that thread. I love seeing what people are actually doing and working on and developing there. It's a very exciting project. There's a lot happening there. R Factor, I've been watching the Lime Rock Raceway. Great videos. The comparison with Tim Wheatley in real life, I think, is an even better comparison than the one with iRacing, which is modelled on the old circuit. R Factor, I'm dying to get my hands on it and see how I get on. Yeah, certainly it's looking absolutely fantastic right now. But I thought I'd give you guys this update. Right now we're working on, obviously we've got the WRC 3 videos. There's a few more of those to come out. Then we've got some Vita videos of Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and Spy Hunter. And I've still got this Carmageddon video knocking about on the iPad that I'm going to get up that I made a little while ago. And besides that, then we've got another collection of content coming out, which is going to focus on Auto Club Revolution as well, which is another game that's kind of been bouncing along. We haven't really looked at it. I played it, I think, in, I don't know, February time, something like that. Decided it was too early to show it. The game needed tons of work and left it. I've come back now. It's moved on a great deal, so I'm going to be chatting to those developers and finding out a bit more from them as well. But that's it from me for now, for this little news update. And as ever, always know that I'm working very hard behind the scenes to, you know, organise things. Often putting these videos together involves contacting the games publishers, getting the games, and working everything out, making sure everybody's happy. It's quite a lot of work behind the scenes. I think when you see IGN, you have a presenter, he presents all day, whereas myself, I'm often doing the jobs of 10 people, just developing this now, but where we want to see VVV going in the next couple of years. And I think when you look at the channel and what it's come from, and where it's gone, and even this year, if you look at the content on balance, over 200 videos have gone up this year that I've made. I've sat here and edited for hours on end, and it's done really well. You know, over 10 million views. That's more than I could have hoped for, really. So I think looking to the future now, we want to take it forward. We've got some really positive stuff happening behind the scenes, despite the letdown of the projector. And you know, like I say, there's going to be lots more content coming in the coming weeks. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.